Okay, so what role does the gut play in fat metabolism? Your stomach essentially has positive or good bacteria and bad bacteria, okay? Let's just keep it simple. You want to have significantly more good bacteria than bad bacteria. When you gain a lot of weight between the amount of stress and the inflammation that the fat's putting off of and all the insulin resistance and the poor eating and all the stuff that I've already talked about, that is going to feed the bad bacteria, okay? So if you have more bad bacteria than good bacteria, that's something called dysbiosis, D-Y-S-B-I-O-S-I-S, okay? And you need to rebalance that gut. Why is it important that you do that? It's because the gut feeds everything else, okay? And one of the things that it does is, if you're experiencing this gut dysbiosis, is that it creates endotoxins, which can have a bad effect on your liver. Your liver is extremely important when you're trying to lose weight, okay? All of your fat-burning hormones essentially go through your liver. A lot of the thyroid hormone, which is that thermostat, which I can't remember if I've talked about yet already, but basically your thyroid is the thing that actually turns up the temperature or turns down the temperature, and it sends a lot of its signals to the liver, and it has to be, said signals have to be converted in the liver to being active in order for you to actually take advantage of that. So anyway, all that said, the liver is really important. The liver is really important, so then what does that mean? Two things. One, you have to eliminate the external toxins, right? So the exotoxins, right? So you have to stop. You have to make sure you're eating organic stuff because you don't want to take in any pesticides. You got to remove anything that's going to kind of mimic estrogen within your body. But that's one thing. The thing that I'm not sure that you guys are considering are endotoxins. Endotoxins are toxins that your body literally creates within itself. Endotoxins are going to come from the bad bacteria in your stomach, and those endotoxins can go through your gut lining because your gut lining can be compromised within all the stuff that I just talked about. And that then goes to the liver and creates a really hard time for the liver and makes the liver inflamed, okay? So it's great that you guys detox, but just understand, because I'm currently experiencing this now, is that you can't just focus on the outside. Yes, absolutely. You have to, remove your high-allergen foods, and you need to, try to be careful with your environment. But you also need to address whether or not you're experiencing some form of gut dysbiosis. Okay? Because if you are, that's going to make it much, much, much harder for you to lose weight. Being that an individual with a lot of bad bacteria can eat 1,000 calories, but the gut can take that 1,000 and make it 1,500. From the perspective of taking the energy that you put in and just creating more fat cells and creating more inflammation and making everything that much harder. Okay? See you in the next video.